Good evening and welcome to My Source Business Show, your go-to destination for all things business. We are so glad that you're joining us tonight for yet another amazing episode. Now, today we are getting into the world of education, and specifically we will be focusing on adult education. And I have an amazing guest with me, and he is going to be giving us more insight. He's going to be enlightening us on what happens on the adult education sector. His name is Kennedy Njuguna. He is one of the directors at Geodav Achievers, an adult education center that is in Kiambu town. And he'll be giving us more information about it. So, karibu sana, Kennedy.
Thank you sana.
How are you?
I'm very fine. Yes, my name is Kennedy Njuguna Duati.
You're right.
One of the directors at Geodav Institute, whereby we deal with adult education.
Yes.
And adult education is a large field.
Yeah.
So when you talk about adult education, we don't mean because you are just adult.
Okay.
In fact, it is called continuing. It is where you stopped, you continue.
Yeah.
If you dropped out of school, for example, in Form 2, you just come, we enroll you, then you continue.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us why it is called adult education.
Because the government has provided the basic, and if, for example, from Form 1 to Form 4, we cannot call those people adult. Yeah. And in normal circumstances, we expect people, if you are from grade 1 up to Form 4, you are supposed to be in a normal school. Okay. But due to some circumstances, we still enroll even those in high school. Yeah. For example, you maybe have dropped out of the school. Maybe, for example, you have teen mothers. Okay. You got pregnant when you are in Form 2. Yeah. The normal school, now you have no chances in the normal school. Now we enroll you so that you can continue with the education. Okay. Yes.
Now, before we get deeper into the adult education,
yes,
I want you to give our viewers a background of what is about your background on adult education.
Yes.
And why did you venture into adult education specifically?
So for me and my partner George Joanna, after completing high school, we found ourselves together, and we started what we call a tuition center, whereby we used to tutor the people from 4s, and we have a tuition. So in that tuition, after interaction with the people, we realized that there is a gap. Some people, so the parents who are bringing us the children, they could say, now, if it weren't for one circumstance or the other, that's why I dropped the school. So after interaction with the people, we realized there is a gap in adult education. Now we stopped, even if you have a adult tuition center, we opened officially the adult education center to pave way for those who dropped out of the school due to different circumstances. Yes, so that we can give them a second chance.
Okay.
Yes.
When you talk about the different circumstances, what are some of these different circumstances that may hinder someone not to go through the whole process of the education, how it is done, to now get into it as an adult?
Okay, number one, we have a student who has been expelled from school. Yeah. We cannot encourage those students who has been expelled from the school so that we join them to the adult education. Yeah, sure. But in our life, even us, we have made some mistake in one way or the other. True. So to deny this person an opportunity, we are now deviating from the rights. Yeah. So if you drop, for number one, some of the cases is that people have been expelled from the school. Number two, we have some girls who in one way or the other, they found themselves pregnant. Okay. So they were forced to drop out of the school. Yeah. So we need to give this girl a chance to continue with education. Others is financial. Yeah. So someone who had come from a humble background, they lack resources. Now he or she was forced to drop out of the school. Yeah, those are some of the circumstances are mentioning that they force people to drop out of the school. Yes.
And it's like you're giving someone a second chance. All
yes.
right.
For example, you may be, if it is come to, for example, there's some student. That time, maybe you are many. So you give priority to some to go for education.
Oh, yeah.
Then, when you are now married, you come to the senses. You have now resources, you have everything, but you don't have the education.
Yeah.
You decide to revisit back now that you can join the school and you pursue your career.
All right.
Yes.
Amazing. You're doing an amazing work, giving people second chances.
Yeah, that's second chance.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
How is the adult education structured? Is it like the normal education, or is it a little bit different?
So it is, okay, if it is, when it comes to matters of curriculum, for example, this student is going to sit for KCSE like the normal student. So if we come to the curriculum, we also employ the curriculum under 844 currently, before we shift to the CBC. So curriculum, it is like the normal school. But now when we come to now the structure, our structure is flexible, such that we have different timing. We have, for example, morning session. This morning session starts from 6:30 to 8 for those who are self-employed. For example, we have some few students who work at they own microfinance. So they have to come early so that by 8 they report to work. So that is the morning session. Then we have another program, we call it the normal program, whereby those students who are full-time, they start from 7 up to 4. That is the normal. The normal program. Those people follow the routine, a timetable, regulations at school, like that. Then from there, we have the evening classes. For now, those who are employed, during the day they are busy, so we meet them in the evening. So those is the evening classes. Other part of NNE is a weekend. If you are busy throughout the week, we meet on weekend. And finally, we have integrated our learning with the online learning. This is to facilitate people who are far from Kiabu. For example, you have students from Gav. They are working in the other countries, so we reach them through online, evening, at night there from 10 to 11 there. So that's how we have Nini. But on the other hand, we have Nini, apart from adult educations, we have other skills. For example, these are computer skills. Those skills, we have structured them such a way they can benefit students to the real world situations. So if it is, for example, a computer, we make sure you have those skills, because it is not about a certificate. It is about that skill. So we ensure before leaving there, you know how to operate with a computer, to all the packages, you know them at yourself. If it is like driving is a skill. It is not that paper you're going to get there. So we make sure you have that skill. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, when you talk about the adult education, is it, what courses do you offer? Is it like the normal school where it's from class 1 to class 8, or I don't know how right now it is grade what to what?
Yes.
And then from high school all the way to Form 4, or is it different, the courses that you offer?
Okay, for example, apart from driving and the others, when you come to now specifically adult education, we follow the syllabus of 80 Form 4, which is outlined by the government.
Okay.
So even if we enroll you,
Yeah.
you have to go through the syllabus.
Yeah.
So you have to cover from Form 1, Form 2, Form 3, and Form 4.
Wow.
Yes, you have to make sure you have covered the syllabus. Okay. Because that's what the ministry outlines. Yes, that's about adult education. But when you come to now computer and other, for example, driving, we have our manual about driving.
Okay.
That we are going to teach about driving. That is ours.
It's then, like it's some added courses.
Yes, those are added apart from adult education.
Okay.
So driving is a part of our added course.
Okay.
Also, we have computer.
Okay.
And we have introduced, due to the challenges of, you see now we are shifting from 844 to CBC.
Yeah.
Now, in our school, we have introduced what we call international. education, where now we have successfully enrolled IGSE student. Yes, that is international, which is accepted all the countries.
Wow.
Yes.
Ah.
But then in that system,
yeah,
we also follow the syllabus of IGCSE. Yes.
Now, that is very insightful, Mr. Njuguna.
Yes.
Now, what impact do you feel that you give to these students who have come for adult education, or what are the benefits?
Benefits are many.
Yeah.
So number one, okay, basically, I forgot to tell you about adult education.
Sure.
Our main idea of adult education and what the Ministry of Adult Education are trying is that our adult education is to equip students with the basic knowledge.
Basic knowledge.
Basic. What do you mean by basic knowledge? This is the knowledge to know how to write, to speak, to boost confidence. So one of our effort, and we feel good, is about that. I mean, if we have enrolled someone who don't know how to speak English or Kiswahili. Yeah. So at the end of like 3 months, if this person is able to communicate, we have achieved. Yeah. If you go to churches, you can find not only churches. If you can come to the group of our parents, you find some of them one able to complete the school. Sure. Then you find yourself where you have taken your child, you have been appointed the member of PTA. When you come to church, you have given a position. Yeah. But you feel inferior because you don't know how to communicate. So when we know those people, and after 3 months, we know now we have boosted their confidence, they are able to communicate, we feel we have achieved. That is number one. Number two, we have a student who dropped out of school. Maybe they were in Form 2. But physically, they are blessed with height. Yeah. They have a talent and they are physically fit. Yeah. So they have all what it is required to join the police, Kenya Forces, all those. But the limiting factor is only the grade. Yeah. So when we know them, and eventually they successfully complete the school and they achieve a grade, even now, we have at least helped someone to secure a job. Yeah. And that is a testimony that we have. For example, last year, but one, we had 3 students who joined KDF because they managed to score a C minor. They have the other qualifications except only education. So that's another achievement. So another achievement is when we meet students and now they are able to enroll for further studies. For example, we offer bridging courses. A bridging course is a course which is done by students who, yes, they have performed, but they have failed some subject. This limits them to join nursing. Yeah. So if you have come, we have enrolled this student, and 1 year we have achieved this grade. Now this student, this student is able to join nursing. You see now, this student now has pursued a career. Yeah. So we feel we have achieved. Yeah. Others, for example, in the last year, but one, we had, even the last year, we had 3 students who managed to get into university. Okay. So you see now, this student is pursuing a degree. So we feel now our effort has been rewarded. Yes. Amazing. So that's how we feel that at least. Still, last year, none of the students managed to score an E. So for us, we felt that if in the normal system, still we have someone recording an E, and us in adult no one, so we still feel that our efforts are rewarding. Amazing. Yes.
Good job you're doing.
Thank you.
You've talked so much about the achievements that you people have achieved.
Yes.
What now are the challenges that you have gone through? You know, you're dealing with adults.
Yes.
What are these challenges that you have
challenges are also many as the success. Yeah. Number one of the challenges is resources. Resources. When I talk about resources, not basically about money. Okay. Resources, if you go to almost 90% of adult education, we don't have facilities. For example, we are admitting or enrolling students to do bridging. And bridging mostly, we are talking about science subject. For example, biology, chemistry, and physics. they require laboratory. Most of the adult school, none has what? That's one challenge. But in our institution, through God and our friends and our able students, we have now a fully equipped laboratory. Wow. That was previously one of the what challenges, and that challenge was big such that if I want to take my student to a school, to visit so that they have the exposure of the laboratory, the cost is so expensive. For example, last time where we took them, each person, and it is only one day, it costed us 1,000. So that is one challenge. So challenge number 2 that we face in adult education is now resources in terms of funding. We want to continue providing quality education. But that quality education has to be affordable. So sometimes you meet a student, because some of the adult students are self-employed. So you find yourself arguing with the student, this month I have nothing. You see, so only that. But we are happy, and we could say thank you to this government, because for the first time, this government, we started with the governor, we have received bursaries. Those students who applied for bursary, even if they are adult, they received bursaries. When you come to the MP, those who applied for bursary, they were given despite their adults. Also, the office of the women rep, also they received bursaries. So we can see where there is will, there is way. So if this student is willing to at least accept and follow the guidelines, we will apply for the bursary and you're going to receive. So that is challenge number 2. Our challenge number 3 is stigma. Some students, for example, we had tuition because our tuition centers still remain. So especially this holiday, you see now our students feeling isolated because you have incorporated other students from outside. They are feeling now, this even in fact, almost 90% that month they failed to attend because they felt inferior. They feel they are adults. They feel these are children coming. Yes. In fact, they reached under a point they want to be closed to be kept in a closed room that no one is seeing them. And I was trying to encourage them that education has no age. What we need to focus on is the final goal, that we are going to do the same paper with these children.
It's true.
Yes. So that's stigma. That even some people fear coming to school because he or she does not want to share with the other people that I'm at school. Yes, that's stigma. That's another challenge we are facing. Yes. And the final challenge is, since we are trying to incorporate the internet so that we go online, some students still have the phobia of internet. So we have at least to educate them. But even if you educate them, they cannot talk. Yes. Those are some of the few challenges that we go through. Yes. But hizi zingine are the first one. We have at least tried to solve them. Yes.
At least there is a way.
There is a way. Yes.
Thank you. What are the marketing structures that you would recommend to someone maybe who would want or is thinking of starting maybe an adult education center somewhere? What are these things what are the marketing structures that you would recommend?
The years, as a testimony, we have adult education. Number 1, apart from the other marketing, number 1 is a good service delivery. Most of our students, especially this year, they have come from referrals. If you do your work perfectly, good, those students become your number 1 ambassador. They go and try to explain to someone else. So they refer someone
to you.
So you are called, and I was referred by this. Not only that, even when you come to the matters of tuition, this holiday, we had 100 students, and no poster we put anywhere. It is only through referral. That you are being referred and will be referred by this. So if you do your work perfectly, God will make a way. That's number 1. Number 2, apart from referral, we have now what you call the social media. Yes, marketing through the digital marketing. That is through either Facebook, Twitter, all those. That's number 2. Yes. Number 3, we go door to door, either to go around to interact with the business people. Yes, they became also our ambassador.
Wow.
Yes, that's how I could
you
recommend
do the
someone.
marketing.
Yes.
Oh, and what advice would you give to someone who would want to join adult education, and maybe they have fear, like what you've said, when the younger students come in,
Yes.
they feel like they want to be enclosed somewhere,
Yeah.
and someone is there, labda they are doing some, she's a house help and she would really want to continue with her education. What advice would you give them?
Number one,
Yeah.
I would advise him or her that education has no age. It is just a determination.
True.
It is just a desire. I want to achieve this one. So number one, age should not be a limiting factor. Number two, it is nice to have what you call giving up is not a reason. So you need at least to try. And you say, now, I tried my best. Because for us in adult education, we are provided a platform, regardless of the time. We have a flexible schedule. If you cannot be available during the normal day, early in the morning. So you cannot say now, the system is limiting you. When you come to uniform, those who fear, we wear the normal clothes. So no one is knowing where you are going. So if you are determined to join adult education, which will enable you to further your education, you are welcome.
Yeah.
No any reason that you can give. Yes.
Okay. You said about Geodav. When
Yes.
did Geodav begin? And does it have to be, you said you are under the government something? You registered with the government?
Okay, what happens, number one?
Yeah.
Initially, we started as a tuition center.
I get that.
Then from there, we realized there is a gap of adult education.
All right.
And we saw the need to have a second chance to the students. The one I have mentioned, for example, those who are dropped out of school, those who have either they got pregnant, either they have any reasons. So we decided we start an adult center. So what we did, we went to the Ministry of Education. They advised us there is in fact a Ministry of Adult Education.
Okay.
So we went to the Office of Adult Education.
Yeah.
Who gave us the permission. We listened to ourselves, and they keep on regulating us even today. They usually come and check what we are doing.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So someone who maybe would want to join adult education, it is approved by the government.
In fact, we set them there first.
Yeah.
We tell them go and ascertain if whatever we are doing is right.
Okay.
We send even to the Ministry of Education and also to the Ministry of Adult Education.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you are getting fully baked. You said you offer courses that are offered in the normal schools.
Yes, courses if it is only okay. When it comes to adult education, strictly in adult education.
Okay.
But we on our side, we have added few. For example, that is number one, bridging course.
Okay.
That's our added
advantage.
Yes. Then we have what you call driving. That's us. And we have computer. And also we are trying to introduce now engineering.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Now, Mr. Kennedy.
Yes.
Look at that camera and tell our viewers where you are located, how they can find you. If you are on social media, you share with us all those.
Okay. Geodav Institute, Geodav Achievers, we are located at Twiga Building, next to the main stage.
That is Kiambu
Town.
Yeah.
Yes. 30th floor. Yes, that's where we are located. Twiga Building, next to the main stage, 30th floor.
Okay.
Yes. If you want to reach us, you can reach us through the mobile number, the phone number. That is 0714 858 799. That's my contact. Okay. Then we have the contact of my partner, 0704 209 577. Yes, that's how you can reach us. Also, you can find us through the social media. If you type there adult education in Kiambu, you're going to find us there. Okay. Yes. Geodav Achievers.
Geodav Achievers.
If you type there, you Google there, Geodav Achievers, you're going to find us there. Yes.
Mr. Kennedy, I don't know why I keep calling you Minister Kennedy. Maybe you'll be a minister one day.
Yes.
What motivates you every morning when you're waking up to go and teach those adults,
Yes.
what motivates you?
Okay, for those who know me, even some of the students, what motivates me is seeing some apart from me. Because I know one essence and one principle of me is seeing I'm serving. When I serve someone and I see them making it in life, I feel motivated. So if I meet this student who was not able to read and write, and now I see some rights there or a testimony, I feel motivated. When the student, for example, those for tuition, they came home, I got almost 10 texts. Thank you, teacher. I did my mock very well because during the last tuition you helped me. I feel motivated. Yes. When I have those two, for example, if those who are joining to career, for example, those in KDF or whatever, I feel now that I have changed a life. Because now when you're talking about giving chance, giving second chance, remember those people are the people who are seen as failures. But now you have come as a comfort. You have guided this person, and also you have helped him to achieve his or her goals. For example, me, I'm a product of a second chance. My parent gave me second chance. So what motivates me is I try to feature my life. If my parent never gave me the second chance, where would I be? So I also have to be a pillar to help someone to make it in life, regardless their past. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing episode. I feel also
Thank you.
should be giving second chances more often.
Yes.
Now, as we come to a close, I want you to give a parting shot. What would you like someone who wants to get into adult education or someone who would want to venture into starting an adult education, they feel like they want to give someone a second chance?
Yes.
Give us your parting shots.
So what I would like to encourage anyone that dreams are still valid. Regardless of the age, regardless of your past, regardless of whatever happened, if you have a chance to change your past, do it now. If, for example, for education, number one, has no age. So don't consider your age. It is not late. So enroll. For example, if it is a Form 4, come and enroll, do the Form 4, and you pursue your what? Your career. Yes, so I can tell someone, this is your best time. So you have that call that you have now, I never did this one, do it now. Yes.
And before we finish off completely,
Yes.
Is it costly to start an adult education center? Or how is the market?
If people can open up, majority of people in one or the other never completed their school. So market is there. So when you come to the cost, it is not expensive. You need just a class and you yourself and motivation, and you get started. Yes. If you then you connect yourself to the right channel, go to the Ministry of Education. Tell them, I have a passion of starting adult education. They give you some right. They'll guide you. They will direct you. Yes. Yes. Because whatever we are doing, we are at least helping the community. Yes. So if you are willing to venture in this business, you are welcome. Start. Yes. Don't say tomorrow. Start now. Yes. In fact, we started with one student. Yes. And for now, for example, this year, we have 47 students who are doing KCSE. Yes, those are KCSE. Then we have the others who, for example, we have another when you are called Form 3s, who are going to do next year. Then we have those who are doing now basic. For example, in basic education, we have 15 students who just want to read and write. And also we do languages. Apart from English and Kiswahili, we also do German, French, and Spanish. Yes. So if you are willing, feel free to join.
Amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Kennedy Njuguna of Geodav.
Yes.
We are so privileged that you came to us.
Thank
you for honoring our invitation, and continue with the good job that you're doing of giving people a second chance.
Amen.
Yeah, and there is where we come at a close here at My Source Business Show. If you need to go back to school, you feel that you did not achieve what you wanted to achieve, as Mr. Kennedy Juguna has told us, there are people giving us second chances. You want to enroll in an adult education? Consider Geodav Achievers in Kiambu, and we'll be putting their details on the screen. Thank you so much for keeping it tuned at PrayerCaveTV. Consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media platforms, and continue watching our amazing shows. We have amazing shows lined up for you. You can continue watching them and you will be blessed. Until next time, I've been your host, Doreen Kimondo. See you next time.